Hello and welcome to the ARC Beacon, our regular video advocacy report for California's disability community. I'm Jordan Lindsey, and these video reports provide timely updates on policies, legislation, decisions that impact children and adults with developmental disabilities, their families, workforce that supports the community, and how we can get involved, how we can use our voice for impact, how we can rally, build coalitions, and build power for our community across California. So thank you for being a part of this. So today we're going to be highlighting what happened when the governor and the legislature approved our California state budget, the 2026-27 state budget. And in it are things that are good for the disability community, in it are things that are bad for the disability community. So we're going to provide a high-level summary of all of the impacts to the community in the budget. And of course, a more detailed explanation of the budget will be following in the ARC of California's reports in the coming days. So let's start with the bad. There is a reduction in this budget to Medi-Cal asset limits, meaning that to be eligible for Medi-Cal and also in-home support services, or IHSS, you can only have a certain amount of assets, of financial assets, as an individual or couple. Currently, that is at $130,000 per individual, but that is now reduced beginning July 1st, 2027 to $21,000 per individual, or $31,000 per couple. And so that is a drastic reduction in the asset limits. And it really makes it very, very difficult for individuals with disabilities and family members who have been planning about how to retain Medi-Cal eligibility when these limits go from $130,000 all the way down to $21,000. The legislature did commit to try to increase that next year, but this is a significant impact to the disability community. What are some things in the budget that have no impact, no changes? Well, one is to regional center services. The final budget does not include any significant cuts or any significant investments to Lanterman Act services at the Department of Developmental Services. Same with IHSS. No major cuts to the services, no major investments or improvements to the services. Even though there was a proposed big cut in IHSS in the governor's budget. Also, Adult Protective Services, APS, there was again a cut proposed by the governor, but that was rejected in this final negotiation between the legislature and the governor. So no changes to Adult Protective Services. Also no changes to Medi-Cal coverage for individuals with unsatisfactory immigration status. That also was included originally in the governor's proposal, a cut, but rejected in the final negotiation between the governor and the legislature. So no changes there. One important note to make is that also there was a major cut proposed originally to dental services in Medi-Cal, so Medi-Cal Dental. But that was protected, that funding was protected by the legislature in negotiations with the governor. So we're really pleased to see that at least through July 1st, 2027, there'll be no reductions in the number of dental providers for individuals with disabilities and those on Medi-Cal across the state. And then what is really important to note here also is in education. First, specifically special education, this budget includes a historic $2.4 billion of increased funding in special education in California. And this is something Governor Newsom proposed in his budget. He proposed the $2.4 billion and the legislature agreed to it. This is going to go a long ways in providing additional funding in special education in California. And also what's really important to note is that this final budget makes a major shift in the oversight and administration of the K-12 education in California. where oversight and management was under the state superintendent's office. Now that's going to shift to be under the governor's office. So the governor will be, the governor's office administration will oversee K-12 education in California. A major, major shift in how we advocate and how you are involved in the K-12 system in California. This is a high-level summary, more details to follow, but really wanted to get the word out to you as quickly as possible. Thank you for following. Thank you for being a part of the community. And until next time, be well.